with this work, what we are doing, I think it is very important. Like I was talking to Abdul, like choreographer, and I was talking to Jonesy, like a dramatizer of the piece. I was showing them what I feel about this process, because this process need more vision, because Africa need this. We need to understand who we are to go in the next step.
Growing up with identities that are put on you, you know, and being as a young person growing up in Kampala, Jinja, Uganda, and all this identity crisis is a very important part of the younger generation. And I think an opportunity given in terms of creating something about this, for me, is not the beginning, is a process that is already going on, and just taking a different approach, which is using dance and music and sounds to really have a conversation about this, especially for young people. I like the process. It could go very different ways, but also like
we've got music now.
Yeah.
So let the music help define.
Or can the music help define?
That's what I'm saying. One of the strong things about this cast is that we've got quite specific, specialized aspects of their dance. So they do unison stuff, but sometimes it's not quite unison, because some of the bodies are b-boy bodies, yeah? Some of the bodies are popping bodies and the way the muscles work, yeah? Some of the bodies are whacking, do you know what I mean? All of these dancers, they can share each other's material, but fundamentally they have quite specific styles that they work in. And I think the exciting part of that is how these things can be shared to tell stories.
The choreographer and the dramaturge were selfless enough to engage us in their discussions. It creates a clear understanding of what they want, but also it starts crawling up into your system for you to embody, to have the vibe.
You have to get out of your comfort zone and you do what you are told to do by a choreographer. So it was really a good challenge.
I feel like it gave me a chance to understand who I am more, and also cultures wise.
This is my first time that I've done dance and drama at the same time. It has really been a great experience for me.
For me, it's very important. For me, it's very capital.
When we talk about identity, more often than not, we are talking about what's important. And there are some identities that in this world that we live in are not as important as others. And there's a kind of, almost an apartheid kind of approach to identity that I'd like this piece to explore a little bit more, because then when people look at it, they will see themselves, whichever part of society that they are. I think identity is a beautiful thing, especially when you can bring in all of societal and all of these beautiful cultures that we are part of.
The idea is to talk about it using different emotions, to just be aware, to visualize it differently, because once the mouth starts to speak, we sometimes don't realize how much we are corrupted with the things we've learned. So that's where art really comes in, to really try to show young people a different way of talking about the same thing, or maybe experiencing something important as identity for young people. And that's why we use art.
I think it's very important and precious if we could have those moments of exchange with different world, with different countries in Africa, in the world, because this idea is futuristic. Yeah.